Hi, this is Mrs. Knopf, and today we are going to continue working on our method book on the trumpet with line 32, Donkey Round. So, as you can see, there are 3 lines to this particular tune, and this is our first round. So, we're going to start by learning how to play it, and then I will go back and talk about how to turn it into a round. And you will need more than just yourself to do that. So at the beginning of each line, we have our treble clef as always, and then we have our time signature. We are in 4/4 time. The top number tells us how many beats in each measure. The bottom number gives us the value of the whole note. So if the whole note gets 4 beats, then half of a whole is a half of 4 is 2, so the half notes get 2 beats. Then half of a half is a quarter, half of 2 is 1, so the quarter notes and quarter rests get 1 beat each. So now we're going to go through and look for patterns. We start with 3 quarter note Cs, all open. Then we move up to a quarter note D, and then we have 2 half note Es, and then we move stepwise down to a D, C, D, E, and then a whole note C. On the next line, we have the same pattern, but it's up 1 line or 2 notes. So beginning of the second line, we start with quarter note Es, first and second valve. Then we move up to an F, then 2 half note Gs. Then in the next measure, we go back to the F, down to an E, F, G, and then down to a half note E, quarter rest. And then that open quarter note G is a pickup or anacrusis into the third line. So we have G to C, which is a half note, quarter rest, quarter note G to C, which is a half note, quarter rest, and then we move back and forth between G and C on quarters. G, C, G, C, G, C, and we end on a whole note C. So we're going to play through. We start each note with a T sound to make it nice and clear, and I hope you're able to play along with me. So we're going to go through all 3 lines beginning to end. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. Sticky. So I apologize, my valve started sticking in the middle of the second line, but you work through that. Anyway, so to turn this into a round, you need multiple players, and the first person starts at the beginning, plays all 3 lines straight through. The next person would also start at the beginning, but they would wait for the first person or part to play 4 measures. And then they start at the beginning, play all the way through, and because they start 4 measures later, they will end 4 measures later. You could also add a third part where if that person is part 3, they wait for the first part to get through 8 measures or 2 lines, and then the third part starts at the beginning, plays all 3 lines straight through, and because they start 8 measures later, they'll end 8 measures later. So if everyone comes in at the right time and plays the right thing and stays together, it sounds really great. So I hope this has been helpful, and we'll see you next time.